Hi guys, I'm Anita and I'm back with another video, and today it's time for my March most anticipated book releases, mostly in science fiction and fantasy genres. I'm trying to do something a little differently so that I don't have to read up the synopsis every time. So yeah, hopefully this one will become as long as usual and you won't see me looking down at the screen the majority of the video. For this month I have put down 12 new releases that I'm interested in, some more than others. The first thing I'm interested in is The Test by Sylvain Neuvel, which comes out the 1st of March. Mostly because this is like a new thing from him, a completely different thing than his Sleeping Giants Themis File thing. But this is a dystopian thing that also takes some how immigration will be in the future. And as far as I could tell, like it's sort of a test that he has to do, and he has to answer these questions in order to be accepted into the society. And the fact that this is dystopian sort of future, it sort of weirds me out a little bit, because in Denmark we actually have one of those tests that you have to do in order to become a Danish citizen, and we have all been arguing whether this is a good idea, because it's kind of stupid that they have to know answers to something that we as Danes not necessarily know. But I know that they could study for it, but still, yeah, so not so distant future in my opinion. Anyway, the next book that comes out that I'm interested in is called Infinite Detail by Maughan, and this is another dystopian, but where some sort of cyber terrorism has made the government shut down all internet connections permanently. So we're back to having to do trading and all of that stuff without being able to send emails and online communication and all of that. So I find that concept to be pretty fascinating, and how we would fare after having had the internet as we do. And this one comes out on the 5th of March. The third book that I have on my most anticipated list is the Ancestral Night by Elizabeth Bear. This is mostly I put this down for the author, because I've never read anything from her before, but I've heard very excellent things about her. But apparently it's also a pirate story in space, like a space opera pirate thing, and it sounds fun. So this one also comes out on the 5th of March. The fourth book that I put down was Gingerbread by Helen Oyeyemi. This I'm not sure about either, but I think it's a sort of retelling, but revolving around a secret recipe that's part of a heritage. That's what I wrote down at least, but I'm not exactly sure if it is in fact a retelling. I know it's magical realism that she usually writes in. And this one also comes out on the 5th of March. The next book that comes out that I'm interested in is called The Women's War by Jenna Glass. This is a sort of fantasy setting, but where women has the ability to control their own fertility. So it sounds like a pretty interesting concept, and it's with very feminist themes. So I'm interested in that, and it comes out on the 5th of March as well. The next one that comes out is Do You Dream of Terra-Two by Temi. I didn't write down a release date for this one, so I don't know. But this is a space travel thing where this crew has to go to the newly discovered planet called Terra-Two, and it takes them 23 years in order to get there. So it's about that space travel, being with the same crew for 23 years in a close confinement and stuff, and how if something goes wrong, you can't do anything, like you're gone. And it sounds like a fascinating concept. The next book that I put down is When the Sky Fell on Splendor by Emily Henry. This comes out on the 12th of March. And this is a small town setting thing. I love small town settings first and foremost. But it's something, it follows this small town some time after a steel mill has exploded, and it has changed the city forever, or the town forever, and there was someone mentioning the fact that it was sort of like Stranger Things, but with a little older people, but I'm not sure if that is in fact correct, but it definitely made me intrigued, and so I'm ready to read it. The next book that comes out is The Bird King by Willow Wilson. This is a historical fantasy with a magician who can draw maps of places that he's never been to, and it sounds like a fascinating concept to me. And this is a place where magic is forbidden, and sounds very interesting. And this one also comes out on the 12th of March. The next book that comes out is The Light Brigade by Kameron Hurley, and this one is another one where the author intrigued me because I've seen her so many times before being mentioned, but I'm not sure if it's like too heavy science fiction for me. But this is military sci-fi, so I haven't read a lot of that type of sci-fi, so I don't know if it's something that I would like. But this one comes out on the 19th of March. The next book that comes out is The Perfect Assassin by K.A. Doore. This is I mostly just put down because it's an assassin story. I love assassin stories, so I mostly put anything down that has assassins, and it sounds pretty intriguing. So yeah, this one also comes out on the 19th of March. The next book that comes out is a memory called Empire by, I didn't write down the author, but this is a space opera where there's a dead ambassador that is believed to have died because of an accident, but in fact is probably a murder, and this main character might be the next one in line to be killed, so she has to do everything in order to solve this mystery before she herself is in fact killed. And it sounds very intriguing, and it comes out on the 26th of March. That's my sister's birthday, fun fact. Anyway, the last thing that I put down here is Sky Without Stars by Jessica Brody. This is a retelling of Les Miserables. Is that how you say it? I mean, I should have known this. And it follows three perspectives: a thief, an officer, and a guardian. And I put it down because of the retelling. I haven't read the original. I don't even know how to say it. I feel like I haven't even watched the musical adaptation thing. Yeah, so I'm intrigued because it's a retelling. That's basically it. And it also come out on the 26th of March. So these were all of the books that were on my most anticipated list, and let me know in the comments down below if you have any of these books on your most anticipated list of the month, or whether you have some I haven't talked about. Maybe I haven't noticed them, because Doore was a little slow in getting out those monthly releases this month, because I guess because February was really short, but you know, there's still 12 books on here, so I guess it's fine. I have myself settled for a bit. Some I'm more intrigued by than others, but honestly I would like to read all of these. So yeah, as I said, let me know in the comments down below what you have on your most anticipated list for February. And yeah, so thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. Goodbye.